Homeward Bound, written by Ellen G. White.
Welcome to the family. We're glad that you have come to share your life with us as we grow in love, and may we always be to you what God would have us be, a family always there to be strong and to lean on. May we learn to love each other more with each new day. May words of love be on our lips in everything we say. May the Spirit melt our hearts and teach us how to pray, that we might be a true family.
The Family of God.
September 14th. The family in decisive battles. Daniel purposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with the portion of the king's delicacies, nor with the wine which he drank. Daniel 1 verse 8. Parents, ask yourselves the solemn question: have we educated our children to yield to paternal authority and thus train them to obey God, to love Him, to hold His laws as the supreme guide of conduct and life? Have we educated them to be missionaries for Christ, to go about doing good? Believing parents, your children will have to fight decisive battles for the Lord in the day of conflict. And while they win victories for the Prince of Peace, they may be gaining triumphs for themselves. But if they have not been brought up in the fear of the Lord, if they have no knowledge of Christ, no connection with heaven, they will have no moral power, and they will yield to earthly potentates who have assumed to exalt themselves above the God of heaven and establishing a superior Sabbath to take the place of the Sabbath of Jehovah. The tender mercies of this power will be displayed in prison cells and dungeons. Already, preparations are advancing and movements are in progress, which will result in making an image of the beast. Events will be brought about in the earth's history that will fulfill the predictions of prophecy for these last days. Decision will be called for and made. Backsliders will either return decidedly to their allegiance to God, or they will be enrolled in the ranks of the enemy. Satan will have control of all who finally refuse to be controlled by the law of God. He will inspire parents to war against their children, and children to war against their parents, to betray and deliver those of their own household to enemies. Coming events are casting their shadows upon our pathway. Fathers, mothers, I appeal to you to make most earnest efforts now for your children. Give them daily religious instruction. Teach them to love God and to be true to the principles of right. With lofty, earnest faith, directed by the divine influence of the Holy Spirit, work now. Do not put it off one day, 1 hour. Teach your children that the heart must be trained to self-control and to self-denial. The motives of the life must be in harmony with the law of God. Never be satisfied to have your children grow up apart from Christ. Never feel at ease while they are cold and indifferent. Cry to God day and night. Pray and work for the salvation of the souls of your children.
Welcome to the family. We're glad that you have come to share your life with us as we grow in love, and may we always be to you what God would have us be, a family always there, to be strong and to lean on. May we learn to love each other more with each new day. May words of love be on our lips in everything we say. May the Spirit melt our hearts and teach us how to pray, that we might be a true family. Join us tomorrow for another devotional reading by God's grace. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh.